All right, so I have a little bit of a problem with the way the bars are angled here. Not the bars themselves, the way the cables are, like the brake cable. Can't quite get it quite on there because the brake line with the line on is right up against this headlight mount. And the clutch cable as well is right up against the headlight mount. So I need to slide those down slightly. I just stuck the I just stuck the headlight on there once I had everything together. What it looked like, but once I got the switch housings on with the master cylinder and the clutch cable, I just couldn't get it quite set up just right. So I need to go down slightly. Need to clean some of this shit up on the left here. Should have done that shit before I started filming. Now with this headlight bracket that I got on here, it was supposed to come with some plastic film to put on here. Because even bolted up tight, they were a little loose. So what I had to do was put some tape, just wrap some tape around the fork tubes there to take up a little bit of the room there. So I'll need to slide it down and put some more tape on here. But before I do that, I need to find my damn Allen wrench here. And before I put the tape on there, I'm going to slide it down and see exactly how far I need to go down on for this cables to clear. I think they actually turned out pretty good here as far as the headlight goes. Move my shit over here. I just woke up and take a little nap after lunch there, or after a little snack, and still not fucking quite right. It's these little fucking things you have to go back and do that part of doing the damn job. Sometimes you think, man, what a pain in the ass. But you know what? When you're doing custom shit, think of the first time you're putting it together is your dry fit and stuff. Now, too, when you're doing this stuff, when you're running these cables and brake line cross stuff, you need to make sure that nothing's really rubbing after you adjust it where you think you need it. And if it is rubbing, you might need to adjust it some more. And if you can't get the adjustment you want out of it, then just say, for instance, this mount right here, we can't get it where we want it. You might need to notch it, take a little bit of material out of it so it's not rubbing up against there. That should probably be enough room there. And then once we get it set, we can adjust everything back up as far as the headlight goes. Oh yeah, it's probably almost perfect right there. Make sure my bars actually go back this way just slightly. So when you're setting the throttle on here, make sure that the throttle tube is sticking slightly past the bar. Probably once you put a grip on there, you don't want anything hitting the end of the bar there. So make sure you got a little bit of room over here on the throttle side. Okay. Now we got the headlight down a little bit. Actually, a little too far. We'll have to bring it back up. Maybe. After we get this adjusted. Let me hop up on here. About where we'll be. So when you're setting these up, not just for these, any kind of handlebars, or even different people riding the bike. So what you should be doing, anytime you sell a bike or you buy a new bike, you should be checking your levers as far as where the attitude of the levers, where they're going. Just makes for a more comfortable ride that way. And I always did them. So say customer comes in, buys a new bike, and the first thing you do is before the salesman delivers his bike, you instruct the salesman to bring the bike with the customer back to the service department. And you just grab somebody in the back and say, come here, go adjust that thing. So you go out there where the customer is and you have them sit on the bike. You adjust the bars where they want them as far as forward or back, whatever. Same way with the shift lever and the brake levers. Your foot controls too. You just a better setup. So I know I'll have to readjust these for my son, but I'm going to put them where I like them first. So I like to be able to move my fingers like that on and off the front brake lever, in the same way with the clutch. So if my fingers are hitting the clutch when I go to lift my hand out, that's no good for me. So that's pretty good right there. I'm going to go ahead and tighten that up now, and then we'll try it just to make sure. That gives us plenty of room for that. Yeah, I can still go up a little bit on this thing. So I've had to reroute the clutch cable on this thing because if I ran it outside, there's no way it'd make a curve right there. It'd be clutch cable would have to be at a 90-degree angle right there to clear the headlight. I just ran it up between the steering head there, between the forks. So the thought would be that you'd need a shorter clutch cable. Well, nah, not really, because this cable could actually be a little bit longer. Because the truth is, it could go outside of here, outside of this side of the fork, but we'll see how it works out once I get it off the lift. You see how it feels right there. Yeah, that's actually pretty good right there. I'm going to leave the clutch cable loose because I still have to pull the primary off of this thing to swap the primary out to a black one. And I got to pull the transmission out to check the first gear, check the shift fork for first gear, because this thing had a slight, I won't call it a slip. Well, yeah, we'll call it a slip in first gear, which it ain't the clutch. You can feel it like kicking in and out of first gear, like the shift dogs are worn out on the second gear engagement. I'll need to pull the transmission on it, make sure that's all right. But think we're probably pretty good right there. Still have to make the rear sets for this thing. But overall, it's fairly comfortable. Actually, go back a little bit on the seat. So it's not horrible. I'll probably start making those within a couple of weeks. Gonna do the speedo mount first here, see how it turns out, and and we'll go from there. Oops. And I still got to weld on the seat loop back there to put the seat brackets on. So let's see how far back up we can go on this thing. Peel this old tape off of here. Just have to put some new tape on it where I want it. Kind of chintzy, huh? I just used regular packing tape in there because it works. And that's all I had. Like I said, they were supposed to send cellophane, whatever, well, not cellophane, whatever stuff, tape, some kind of tape that you're supposed to use with these headlight brackets. But they didn't send them. They didn't send it. But I'm not pissed off because these headlight brackets right here were only $11. And I wasn't expecting them to be as nice as they were, truth be known. So I wasn't going to bug them a whole lot for a couple of pieces of plastic tape. I don't know where they got them from. I've never actually seen this style before. It's a lot nicer than those stamped steel ones that are kind of universal fits all. These were actually supposed to be made for these forks, made for 39 millimeters, and they do fit. They're at least close anyway. Slightly loose, but you know, not a whole lot. I guess that's why they sell them with cellophane. They got them fairly damn close. Maybe it's one of them things where you can fit it on a couple of different fork sizes. Anyway, I'm not real concerned about it. Like I said, I'm just happy they look as good as they do. Okay, we're going to go right about the we're going to go right about there. Would be good. And if it's not, we'll put some more on there. Starting to get dark out here already. And yeah, I know I need more lights. On to the new list. So hopefully we'll get some new lights in here sometime soon. Damn it. Then what we'll do, once we got it set where we want to, we can trim any excess tape off there. So let's go ahead and see if we can slide this thing back up. If that's even or not. It's looking pretty good right there. Let me check it. We compare to this side over here. That ought to be good right there. Measured them with the vernier there. So go ahead and tighten these puppies up. They look like they're equal and they measure equal. You got plenty of room between the cables. All right, I think that's got it. We got plenty of clearance here, plenty of clearance here. Bars are about where we want them. So I don't know what I'm going to do next. I got to paint the rear wheel, and headlights all right, front end's all right. Got to do the front fender yet. Still got to bleed the front brake. Got to do something with my exhaust system. I'm not worrying about the exhaust right now. So probably next big thing will be making the tack bracket and put the rear wheel back on after we paint it, and then coming up with some rear sets. I've already got the levers and pegs to do the rear sets. I got a universal set, but still have to actually make the brackets for the rear sets. We'll do that when we get to it. Anyway, that's about it. Still got to do something with this trim. Got to glue it in place or something that keeps coming loose, but that's not something for another day. That's our cables. Hope everybody has a good weekend coming up, and take care. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. All that stuff. Really appreciate it. Thank you.